Oh, sorry, I was just trying to cope with these challenges that pop up at the most random times. But I need to remember that I need to respond to it, not react to it. Let me tell you more. I won't even find the words to tell you how hard I've been working to find the best ways to cope with challenges in my life. I've experienced myself giving into adversity, meaning it hinders me from recognizing that these challenges are just temporary. Even when it feels like weeks, months, years go by, it's just temporary. It hinders me from recognizing the higher me. The higher me is able to find a solution to this adversity. And lastly, it hinders me from recognizing that there's a lesson in between these problems, dude. And I know that I'm not the only one who feels like we could have done better at responding to a situation, responding to a challenge, whatever that is. When we have that space to think about it, there's so many possibilities that could have occurred that we could have been better at. But we're human, right? So the intention here is just to provide insight about what I'm working on, because I want to approach challenges in a healthier way. And I'm hoping that I can motivate you to evaluate whether you can do better at approaching problems in your life. So the first thing I want to do is acknowledge that there's a trigger. We're human. The situation is probably not that serious, but there's a trigger. So if I could be aware of that trigger, then I'm also aware that there's a me that is able to handle the situation, because I have two options. It's either I fix it or I sink in it. So I need to remain committed to resolve the situation, because I want to respond to it in a mindful state of being versus a egoistic state of being. I need to keep in mind that if I approach it with an ego state of being, I'm gonna look to be right, to be above, to blame others, to pity myself, to victimize myself. And it's not gonna lead me towards a resolution. Versus with a mindful state of being, I'm able to accept the situation, be real about the situation. I can't control it, or it's probably all in my mind, right? I can't change the circumstance. That's me being real about it, but I'm able to be real and work towards a resolution. There's an expression that actually puts a lot in perspective, which is, things are not happening to me, they're happening for me. And that's what a wise person said. I see so many people, so many couples, so many friendships and relationships who resort to cursing, to yelling, to fighting, to gossiping, I mean, you name it. But that has taught me the value of self-respect and respecting others. Self-respect, because who actually has the permission to trigger me to want to curse, yell, fight, gossip? Nobody. Who has that permission to cause my soul and my body stress? No one. So you're not gonna get it. And respect for others, because I shouldn't be treating somebody like if I own them, like if I define them. Why would I treat somebody a way that I wouldn't treat myself? So I want to be better at being present during times of adversity. When I feel challenged, I want to be able to zoom in on my emotions and on any other energies that are off within me. Because those energies that are off are the ones that can push me to doing things out of controllably. Wow, that was a nice word. Like going out of control and not being aware that that challenge is now being prolonged, because my reactions, remember, there's a difference between reaction and responding. My reactions is just adding more gas to the fire. I want to continue to see challenges as a time to build character. And I want to remember this. I don't want to continue to treat my mind, my body, my soul so harshly. I want to be okay with feeling how I feel. I want to accept that. But I also want to master and remember that I always have the choice to respond in a healthy way versus reacting in a very unhealthy way. So stop punching walls, you knuckleheads.